Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a nice Easter with your families and friends. I'm excited to get the YouTube channel back up and going. It's been a few years since I was doing some stuff, but got pretty stoked up with this Tremor and doing some comparisons versus my 21 Gen 3 Raptor as far as on-road, off-road, towing. I've been very happy with my 21 Raptor. I haven't had any issues in the year I've had, and more videos to come on that as well. But anyhow, let's get right into it. So this is a screenshot from the Ford tracker that probably most people that have ordered a Super Duty in the past few years have been looking at. Overall, I was pretty happy with how long it took to get the truck. It's only about 5 months from when I ordered it to getting the truck, which is not too bad considering how things have been playing out in the automotive industry the past 2-3 years since COVID. But I think what's interesting about this is look at the pictures on Ford.com of the Azure Gray, and then look at how it compares in real life, and it's quite a bit different. And you can see it almost compares more to my Leadfoot Gray and my 21 Raptor. But regardless, I love the color, and I love the color of the Leadfoot Gray as well. But very happy with the color choice. I was a little bit nervous about it, but seeing it in person on the Tremor, it's pretty sweet. I've had a lot of people already comment on it as far as family seeing it and whatnot, and they're like, that is a really neat color. All right, guys, about to do the first tow with this thing. Pretty excited to see how this setup compares to towing with my Raptor. I've towed this trailer with all my Raptors, and it's actually, that truck actually does pretty well. I'm just noticing hooking up the hitch. They made some improvements to the 23 truck. They finally made this loop a lot easier to connect your safety chains. I really like that. And the other thing I noticed is it looks like they've got like a spot where you can hook your emergency clamp right there, which is pretty slick. I also noticed they no longer have the 3-inch. It's a 2.5-inch, which some people may or may not like. From what I've read, the 350 single rear wheels no longer have the 3-inch hitch. For me personally, I like, because I'm never pulling more than 10,000 pounds from the hitch anyhow. So instead of using 2 reducers to use my my standard way safe drop hitch, I can just use 1. So going to be real interesting to see how this thing tows. This is about, with 3 snowmobiles in there and 2 dirt bikes, I'm right around 5,000 pounds. So going to be real interesting to see how it tows today. Getting the spray and bed liner done next week. I purposely ordered without the factory liner because I sort of think the Line-X is a little bit more premium in just my opinion. And from last year, that was a big deal in holding up orders. Dealers still got to prep my truck. They were just so stoked to get it to me. They're like, hey, take it. So these guys have been great so far. Here's the interior. I already got some car seats loaded up in here. But some people had questions about what the seats without the max reclining look like. Here they are. It reminds me a lot of my Raptor seat, actually. It's got this real nice red stitching. Very comfortable. The B&O headrest. I can tell a pretty nice improvement with the display and with the instrument cluster up front versus my my Raptor, my Gen 3 Raptor. So far, I only got 25 miles on it, but so far what I'm impressed with is the ride quality. I cannot believe how much nicer it rides than my 2020 F350 Diesel. They must have made some changes in the tuning or suspension, but it seems to ride a little smoother and less jarring. So, and I know this is a controversial topic, but for me and my life and our family, these steps are awesome. This is going to be amazing for camping and whatnot. So there you go. It's a good look. But yeah, more to come. I'm going to get on the road here in a few minutes and going to do a 100-mile towing today. Just reset the tripometer and the fuel economy. Do it right now so you can see. About to do 120 miles or so towing. Let's see, just reset the trip just a minute ago. You can kind of see the trailer behind me. Let's see how it does. This is at 74, probably 13 to 15. All right, guys, got back from the trip. I got 12.9. Looks like, I'm pretty sure I got 12.9. Now this is saying 12 for the trip, so 135 miles, 3.25 hours or 3 hours and 20 minutes, and got 12 miles per gallon towing my trailer. I reset the fuel economy on the second half of the trip. I got a little better. I was bucking a little wind on the other side of the trip, so I can see why it ended up averaging at 12. But overall, really impressed with how it did. The heads-up display and all the gauges. Not sure if this it'll show, but it's awesome. I've never had a truck with heads-up display before, but it's pretty nice. Measurements here. I'll go through some of the different measurements here. Here we go. This is after towing. We just did about 60 miles. Let's see. What I would say, after doing the first little tow with it, coming from a 21 Raptor, let me shut this thing off. Coming from a 21 Raptor that I still have, and I had a 2020 F350 before. It wasn't a Tremor, but what I would tell you is I'm really impressed with what they did with the suspension. Coming from my 2020 F350 versus this, I cannot believe how much better this thing rides. And it was towing that trailer about 4,500 pounds, which is not heavy at all, but it is about 8 foot tall and 7.5 foot wide, 23 foot long. And it's just shockingly, we were just cracking up at how much better it tows this versus my my Raptor tows. And my Raptor, that thing's great. I've been really happy with the truck, but I don't know if it's just the extra length, 1 foot longer bed versus the 5.5 foot box. I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you guys. And 12.9 miles per gallon, just for reference. I would get about 6.5 to 7.5 miles per gallon with the Raptor towing the exact same thing. And I've got over 3,000 miles towing that trailer with my Raptor, so pretty good. It's just so chill. I'm really glad. I was really unsure if I wanted to do the 7.3 versus 6.7 because the 6.7 is a good motor, and so is the 7.3. But I'm really glad I went with this choice. It's just so chill, just 10th gear all day long. To sum up the video, guys, I have to say my first impressions of the truck, I'm very happy. Seems like Ford did a great job. For me, I think it's awesome. Huge improvement all around, interior, exterior, the handling. I'm not seeing a downside yet. We'll see how everything plays out. Stay tuned. More great content to come.